Hello everyone, welcome to ARC Tier 2 Round 6 at Abu Dhabi. Just been sort of rushing around getting everything sorted, but we are up and running, just counting down to qualifying. Just a reminder, short qualifying followed by 50% race. We're missing our championship leader tonight, so the chance is really well. Ryan O'Brien is in second in the championship, and so it's a real chance for him to make up some points. We've got 16 on the grid for this evening. So as Marsh, very quick to come out in the Red Bull. At Abu Dhabi, so it's a tricky track, a long lap and a tricky track. Very easy to lose it in certain corners, very slippery. Not much more to say about it really. Useless bit of information for you. Abu Dhabi in English means father of gazelle, so welcome to father of gazelle. If you hear anything in the background, it's my dad eating a biscuit while watching Man from the Alamo or something or another. We're in the same room, so he's using a headset. Let's get some details up. Let's get a full track map up shortly, and I think that should cover it. See the tyres, that's important, so we'll stick with Marsh because he was first out. A tip I've been told while doing streaming and comms is to try and use the broadcast cam as much as possible, so I'm going to try and stick to that throughout the race as well, as best I can. Just responding, been asked if latecomers get a disqualification. Well, nobody's allowed to join late. That's the end of it. Everybody knows these last few weeks the lobbies have been glitching all over the place, so quite simply, no. Nobody can join late, so that is why it's a chance for Brian to make up some points on Luck 7. I'm just joining the stream so that I can see if anybody's out there and anybody's commenting. So we stick with Marsh. Everything's high 50s is good for sector 2, and he's on a 59.5. It's going pretty well so far for a what you've got to assume is probably a banker lap. Let's see some different strategies around here. It's a long lap, high tyre wear, and the race isn't short. It's not a small amount of laps. I can't remember if it's 26 or 28, but it's still quite a lot of laps around here. So I would say there may be a mixture of strategies. 38.6 is where we start with Marsh. Let's just move down, enhanced on a lap. 58.1. But it looks like he's backed out, so let's move on. Rapid Clappy. Oh, Many Devils retired from qualifying, and I can see that's in sector 3. Yeah, let's get to that car. There he is, on the right hand side. He's found the wall. That is our only AlphaTauri out qualifying, fortunately, as Brian crosses the line in P2 with a 36.4. Sierra's gone provisional pole with 36.2. Mickey sticks it in P3, which is a good lap. I've got to be honest, I'm expecting the pole position time to be in the 35s. So I know Rapid Clappy managed a 35.0 in time trial just before qualifying. It's a bit different time trial. On a lap this long, you wouldn't expect anyone to be matching their time trial time, as the Aston of Brian gives the other Aston of Gaza a tow down the first part of the straight. Bit of teamwork going on. Oh, now he's giving him a tow down to the second part of the straight. I can only assume I must have lagged there. Well, I think Andrews is helping me out here. I think it's 28 laps for the race. Oh dear, Claps is saying he had the glitch where everyone left. You should be alright, mate. As you just carry on, do your lap. I can see you've done a lap. So there's nothing we can do about it, mate. You're just going to have to fight through. Hopefully it'll right itself for the race. Gaza crosses the line 36.8 and goes P4 for the time being. Said though, I'm convinced our pole position time will be 35. As Abby in the Haas has had a moment at the start of the lap. Just doing well, just with his way, so fair play. So Zico's still in the pits, Clappy's in the pits. Sarah says it's 69 laps. Dogs is just being silly and saying 420. Evan just joined. He hasn't joined on my screen, mate. He cannot join. I don't know if he's out there listening. He's not putting anything in chat. Oh, sorry. Yes, he has joined on my screen. I've messaged Evan again to tell him he can't join. Let's see what he has. So, well, we've got an owner in the chat. So, Andrews, what do you want me to do on that, mate? So basically, Lux Evans joined. I did say in 2-2 chat that he couldn't. It was too late. But he's joined. He's retired straight away in the pits, so as to start from the back. If you give me a ruling on that as an owner, please, bud. On board with Brian. Just coming around to the last couple of corners. Oh, late turn into the pits there. Let's get out of that one. Well, I mentioned we'd be in the 35s and enhanced as 35.7. Brian has also done 35.7. We've got a yellow flag. That's just it's that Meki, I think, getting out of the way. Everyone, but enhances into the pits as well. Black Spartan, I think, is on a lap. Yeah, he's 3 temps up. So we'll ride with Black Spartan. It's going to be hard for me to get out of the... it's going to be hard for me to get out of the habit of going on board camera as much as I do, because I do like that camera. I like being able to see what the drivers are doing. So Spartan did a 37.7. Sorry, there's a lot going on in the background, which is just taking the my concentration away a little bit. So let's ride on board with the... So one Mercedes in provisional pole at the moment with enhanced, who's covering tonight. Zico is our other Mercedes, also a very fast driver. So expect to see him move quite high up the grid. Let's ride on board with him. Oh! He won't if he spins like that. If he spins like that, it's a difficult corner. Should be able to do it flat out, but the tyres just don't like it. In that case, Rapid Clappy's got himself up into P7, but he's 9 temps up after the second sector. Oh, he's invalidated. And that was already putting him sort of P5, P6. If we could improve some more, moving even further up. It's an invalidated lap. Abby's on an out lap. Let's go on board with, or let's go with Marsh. I can't see a thing there, Cody, so we're definitely going to see onboard camera now. That's clearly not a proper lap. So stick to watching Marsh and see how he goes in the Red Bull. Currently P10. He's having another go on the softs. So I expected some various strategies here at the moment. Abby's looking to have a go on the mediums, as is Mario. But everybody else at the moment is looking at doing on their laps on the softs. I don't blame them. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but for the Tier 1 race later on, but yeah, I haven't decided, but I think starting on the softs around a track like this is you've got the soft run out of the way, because the medium tyre is the best tyre to be on for the race. So if you're starting the soft, just get that stint out of the way. If there's an early safety car, you could just get off of them and get that stint out of the way, basically. And then look to go medium to the end. So Marsh looking like a decent lap so far. So comes round here. It's back across the track, ready for the left-hander. Is that? Yeah, he stayed within the lines. That's good. They code. Comes round the final corner, gets on the power and crosses the line. He had his red light blinking, so he's out of energy. Unfortunately, he was 2 temps down on his previous best. Zico was 4 seconds down on his, which means he's not completing the lap again. He's got enough time to pit and put on another set, but it just means he's going to only have the 1 run. Somebody gets out of his way. Trying to look, we're just coming up to the pits now. It is quite tight on time. Oh, but he's lost it on the penultimate corner. He takes a polystyrene barrier with him. It is a bit tight, you know. Let's get in. New set of tyres and get out again. Wonder if that's something they'll put on the new game when it comes out, that you can actually opt to just come in for a stop, a quick tyre change, and then get back out again. I suppose it's unlikely because you generally have to put some fuel in the car, wouldn't you? So, lost a couple of people from qualifying. English, who had an outstanding performance on Thursday in our new Tier 4, is out. We lost Winnie Devil early on. Black Spartan's just retired, but yeah, that was actually on the long right-hander, which we're coming round now with Abby. And there's a tyre still stuck in the middle of the road. So Abby in the Haas. May as well ride on board with him. What's he on? He's on mediums. So he's come back out on the mediums to do another lap on them. Which seems a bit odd. Or he's just going for a second lap, I suppose. Just approaching the end of Sector 2. Let's see if he can improve. No, it's a quarter of a second down. He's not recharging the battery, so he is generally trying to go for this. He might be that he knows he made a mistake in the final sector, so still knows he could improve, maybe. A little bit wide through there, but gets over to the right. Nicely for that corner. Out. Another one of the slippy corners, that one. Catch the curve on the outside. Oh, a little bit of oversteer, but keeps it going and through the final corner. Crosses the line and does go slightly quicker and moves to P8. That was Rapid Clappy, was it? That was round there. No, it's not Rapid Clappy. Who is it? Becky? No, it's Sierra, I think. It was Sierra has lost it on the right-hander. Sure, that's enough for a Ferrari. My eyes aren't the best. As Brian has taken a big chunk of a lead ahead of Sierra. I'm going to put us on board with Enhanced, because let's actually go on board with him for this one. I definitely prefer this view, you know. Sarah just saying it is me. I had to get there eventually, mate. I went through everybody else's name. I had to say yours eventually. Enhanced comes over the line in Sector 2 and is only just over a 10th up. So that would be enough to displace Sierra. We can keep it going, but still going to be some way off Brian. It's a very impressive lap from Brian. Comes through the final corner, that's Enhanced. So it looks pretty nice. Not too quick on the power. Might cost him a bit, but he does still take P2 off of Sierra. So we've got an Aston and a Mercedes on the front row. Gaza has finished. Who's still going? Mario. No, he's 6.5 seconds down, so that's not a... Hasn't managed to get a proper lap on the board. Oh, I thought you'd run wide there. There's a bit of lag on my side. Actually, looked pretty good through this final part. Into the final corner. I think he's going to go up into about 8th. 6th, in fact. So the second Mercedes goes into P6. And the final lap right at the end. I'm just checking through. Is that everybody? It is, so that is the end of qualifying. So Brian takes pole position, Enhanced in P2, Sierra P3, Gaza P4, Meki was P5. I'll count down the rest when the results screen comes up. There we go. So, yeah, so Zico was P6 in the end, Books P7, Abby in P8, Mario P9, Clappy 10. So that's our top 10 runners. They will start on the tyre that they qualified on. So we've got 3 medium runners in there. Then outside the top 10, we've got Spartan, Marsh, Rebel, Top Gotch, English, who shouldn't be taking any part in this race. Okay, so we can see everything, done everything. Yep, there we go. So we've got a 5-minute break, guys. Do not ready up. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Put you on a break screen, guys, that are watching, because I couldn't get onto Lightstream in order to use that, so we're just using the Twitch. So I'll just leave you for a bit, and I'm going to put a message in the Discord chat. Thank you. Hello everyone, I am back and we have had the call 2 ready up, so we're just doing the countdown. Sarah nearly drops his controller and pressed A. That would have been like a 10 race ban or something, Sarah, because it's so annoying. So we've got 4 or 5 lights. How long's the pause? It's a medium sort of one. Brian looks like he got off the line really pretty well, but actually the Mercedes enhanced seems to have picked up the speed a bit quicker. Brian goes out, I think they have a little touch. And there's some green flags, which means there's a yellow somewhere. And there is a McLaren, it's a McLaren of Rapid Clappy that has been left behind. Something's happened, and a Mercedes of Enhanced has spun. Don't know if there was contact. You may have seen him ghost. That is because ghosting is on, so if you have an incident you will turn to a ghost, but it doesn't stop collisions from happening. I'm happy to report though that despite 2 incidents we've not actually lost anyone, although Clappy's having another moment by the looks of it. I can't see any obvious damage Clappy's car, but if he was off track it could just be that his tyres are horrendous. Brian coming under attack now from Sierra, who's looking down the outside into the S. Saw a couple of moves end up in tears here on Thursday, and that one hasn't gone Sierra's way, and he drops down to P4. My advice to people generally would be not to make a move through those S's. Through that S, sorry. It's hard to say that, but Mini Devil, by the way, up to P8. What a start he's had. Let's get some... Yeah, up 8 places, as is Evan, who shouldn't be racing. Enhanced to be a loser down to 13th. I don't know, perhaps he picked up some damage then. Or maybe just had to wait for everyone to pass, I suppose, before he could rejoin. It's probably the likelihood, yeah, because he's not pitted. Happy also not pitted, so no, nobody took any damage on the first lap, so we survived that. Cammy survived the next 27 around this horrible, well, not horrible circuit, it's a lovely circuit to be honest, but it's just hard. It is a hard track. I guess then, Andrews, because Evan is racing, all I can say is let's just see what happens and we'll discuss it afterwards. Well, not afterwards, we got tier 1, but you know what I mean. The only thing, as you know, I'm not around tomorrow, so I can't... Well, I'll be travelling to Somerset, so I suppose I could discuss it with you guys while I'm in the car on the way to Somerset, so... Elswell looks like he's having a real look at Spartan. Got a nice view of it. And Mecky's having a look at Books as well. Spartan might be vulnerable to Evan here. Evan gets a nudge. Again, though, he wasn't fully side by side, and I think if you're not fully side by side there, you're sort of putting yourself into trouble. Ryan sets the fastest lap of the race so far with 39.4. He's pulled out a couple of seconds at the moment. I think Gaza, who is Brian's teammate, may be doing a bit of a Perez. Trying to... In fact, let's move to that battle because we have DRS active this lap and Zico is right on the back of him. I can actually tell you that going by time trial times, Zico is actually one of the fastest guys in the lobby, in the league, sorry. He's very, very high at basically every track, as he does make the move. Oh, what a terrible... Cody's, come on. It's basically a wave by, and Sierra is now right on the back of Gaz as well. He wouldn't mind seeing Zico disappear a little bit so he can get the DRS on the next lap. Just go to Sierra. Oh, yellow in sector 2. Oh, it's a Williams, it's Books. On that chicane in the middle of the long straight. still very, very sort of packed up at the moment. Everybody's so close together. Oh, right on the back. I suspect he probably got a warning there. See Mario on the back of English, but I think that's probably English has gotten ahead. And is recovering that half pretty nicely, up 5 places so far. So far, Mini Devil is the man on the charge, up 10 places from 16th to 6th. As Brian sets the fastest lap, quickly beaten by Zico by literally thousandths of a second. So they're matching each other's times now. Gaza has fallen out of the DRS zone of Zico. He's not too close to Gaza yet, is Sierra, so yeah, it's not really getting the... Oh, he's got a much better exit out of the chicane, and this is just going to be a wave by. It's going to pick up DRS, and he will move into the final podium position as Mini Devil has now moved into P5. I'm just going to come off a position change and look at tyres. Evan has dropped down, so Evan must have had a moment, gone back past the McLaren of Mario. It looked like Mario had slowed right down, maybe given a position back or something, but Evan has dropped right back down. Enhanced has already recovered back up to 8th. Sierra has gotten past Gaza. Oh yes, we saw that, didn't we? So he is into P3, but he's in the pits, so Sierra is taking an early stop. I thought we might see this from 1 or 2 soft runners, to be honest. Softs do not last long, and you can get a pretty decent time advantage by going on to a set of mediums pretty quickly. So now Black Spartan Trinity Devil, who's from 16th on the grid, is up to P4 already. What a start to the race. Unbelievable. English now on the back of Enhanced. As we got yellows of sector 1 and 2, it's a McLaren of Mario. He's still alive, he's not dead. Ross has come in, Books is some way behind, so Books of course made his pit stop, didn't he? So oh, is that Sierra? Looks like Sierra had a moment for himself as well, and oh, that's going to destroy the undercut for him as Black Spartan gets back ahead of Mini Devil under the DRS on the second part of the straight. And Evan makes a place up on Abby, taking the outside into the S. Abby not really able to defend that one on this occasion. Haskell is now up to 8th and 10th, so they're going well. And marching forward, I mean, English is really on the back of Enhanced. And we know how quick Enhanced is, so I'm wondering, Enhanced, are you going in? No. He decides to stay out. Surely he's going to be a sitting duck on the straight. I thought you might opt to come in there, Enhanced. English is the first one to pick up a penalty. He's got to be careful here, he's just falling back a bit. Look how they're having to ease off the power through the first couple of through turns 2 and 3. Just once the tyres get to a certain level of wear, they just will not take it flat anymore. You will end up spinning, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Sierra is back into the pits, so I can only assume that moment he had in sector 1 that he did pick up some damage, and he's back onto a set of softs. So I think Sierra's strategy calls to come in early on the softs was a great one, but unfortunately it's just not panned out. As Black Spartan makes up a place on Mini Devil, but English this time round not able to get past Enhanced. So Spartan's got enough ahead of Mini Devil, and we got Meki is going about his business quietly again. He was driver of the day a couple of races back. Imola, he was driver of the day. A brilliant race. I like watching Meki drive. He doesn't take too much out of the... he doesn't look like he takes too much out of the tyres, really. He's quite clever the way he drives. Oh no! Mini Devil's going to be our first retirement. And his bad luck to the start. Oh. His bad luck for the start of this season continues. Well, we saw that. We had the best view possible of that, and it was complete driver error. And so we're going to have a safety car, which is music to Sarah's ears, because he needed... Well, he was going to be lightning quick on those softs, so he might have got a lot of time back, but... Rapid Clappy is the first to respond to the safety car and pit, and it sticks a fresh set of mediums on. I'm just wondering if we're going to see Sarah pit. He'll be last, in a way, so... Yeah, I think it's sensible just to do another lap. I don't think he'd have got lapped, because the lead car's too far behind, but... Probably safer just to do another lap. Because he's at the back in a way, and then pit. If that's what he wishes to do. I thought so, because he only did a lap on the mediums that he put on, so... There is a possibility. So who's going to have a go then? So Brian's in. Who's going to be the one to put on a set of hards to go to the end? Someone's got to try it. Certainly the sort of... If you're sort of just outside the top 10 maybe. Enhanced isn't going to because he's on fresh mediums in a way. So it's not going to be him. But someone like Tip Rebel or Mario, someone like that may decide to have a little gamble. Brian sticks the mediums on, which is sensible for him. Unlucky Mini Devil. We actually caught that perfectly. We saw it. We had the best view in the house of that one. Just, I don't know, maybe you caught the sausage part of the curb. Is he okay? Copy, says Scott. Ouch. So the broadcast camera worked for that, didn't it? Because we had a great view of that one. But unlucky, mate. It's not been the luckiest start to the season for you at all, has it? So some pitters in. Rapid Clappy gaining a few places due to that. It's going to be close between him and Marsh. Marsh just gets out ahead. That's the moment where Clappy goes, I wish I'd just pushed a little bit under that safety car. So we have one driver has opted to take a risk on the hards, and that is Books. And I think it's a great risk, because this race was going really well until that moment from Mini Devil. So I think it's, if you're down in that sort of position, why not take the risk? I will say the only problem with it around here is that the hards are considerably slower. The difference is that they kind of gain time because the fuel burns off quicker than the tyres wear, so you kind of gain time the longer you're on them, if you see what I mean. Whereas the other sets of tyres, you just gradually lose time all the time, like all the way through. So it's definitely a strategy. If it works, there's no doubt that Books will gain places from it. There's no way he won't. I'd like to see it work for him. It's a strategy I love to adopt. It's just that the safety car usually ruins it at some point. We are going to go another lap. We've got the guys at the back, Sarah, Books, Mario still to catch the safety car, but they will definitely catch it on the next lap. So we will be racing on lap 9, 28. So we see. Oh, who was that? That was Tokkocha. And yeah, now Sierra's decided to pit. I had a feeling you might do this. His tyres are going to be as fresh as possible. You're at the back anyway, so why on earth not? It's the best thing that... Well, he wouldn't have even got ahead of Tokkocha, to be fair. Tokkocha would have got out of pits in front of him anyway, so... He's stuck on a set of mediums. I thought Sierra might have a little gamble on the hards there. But decides not to. Goes on the mediums. And it would just be a case of getting up to the back. It's only 18 seconds down, which... Well, the back of the safety car of the pack is sort of halfway down the first part of the first straight. So he's going to catch it easily, so he doesn't need to take too much out of the tyres doing so. Well, we're just waiting for the safety car to end. I'll just nip onto the Discord and see what the constructors is looking like as well. I know Aston are at the top, followed by Ferrari. Yeah, so Aston are on 227, Ferrari's on 218, and there's quite a jump down to third, or Haas, by the way, on 131. So, who are in good places as well, but running 9th and 10th at the moment. I was going to say on fresh tyres, but the whole field's on fresh tyres, so... Yeah, followed by Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo and Alpine in 4th and 5th, only 2 points separating them. And is that an Alpine? Black Spartan? He's Alpine, isn't he? Yeah, so that's an Alpine up in P4 at the moment. But an Alpha and an Alpha in P5, so that's one to watch. And there is, unfortunately, we don't have another Alpine in the race today. Do have another Alpha. Sorry, let's get to the fronts. As Rappy Clappy gets ahead of Abby early on. English makes up of... Oh, hang on, something's happened. Sit Rebel. He's off. Careful turning that car around. The game does like to disqualify just because you're going the wrong way for the tiniest little bit of time. And Meki was caught up in that, so the Alfa Romeo that was in 5th is down to 15th. Oh, what a shame. And Black Spartan is having a look at Gaza. I think that was me that was lagging a little bit there. Let's come off of the score again. English, scenario 7 copy. What's scenario 7? Well, Scott, let us in on it. Drivers can't see it, so they won't know. Scenario 7, literally win the race from 7th place. Would that be... Because if it is, it's not the best code name in the world, as Sierra picks up 3 seconds. Having the best day today, is he, for old Sierra, but he's... May have picked up a 3 seconds, but there'll be plenty more penalties before the end, I'm sure. And he has made his way back up to 11th. He is covering, so as long as he finishes the race, he's done his team proud. In the sense that they would have picked up points, which they wouldn't have done if he didn't cover. So now Gaza has enhanced all over the back of him. I do think Gaza is doing an outstanding job for Aston Martin. He's nowhere near the quickest guy in the tier. But right now, tier-wise, well, even if Enhanced gets past him, for Drivers' Championship, Gaza will still be in P4, because Enhanced is covering. He usually races tier 3. Enhanced, obviously no DRS yet. Gaza's out of charge. Telemetry. I don't want the lap delta. I want the telemetry. Gaz putting his car in all the right places at the moment, and Hans is having a look on the inside here, but Gaz is always going to get the better exit. No speed advantage of using the curb on that corner, so it's always going to slow in Hans slightly. Gaz doing well at the moment, fighting off Enhanced, but you've got to feel, we know Gaz as well, his ERS is down to 11% as opposed to Enhanced 40 odd, so with DRS as well, it's just going to be a wave by move, I'm sure. Let's go to the broadcast. Apparently English scenario 7 is to give the finger to the comms box as you pass. Oh, Scotty, you do like penalties, don't you? Oh, you're not driving, are you, Scott? Sierra just dropped... Oh, Sierra's lost his wing! And we've lost Books! Books is DNF'd and we got a second safety car. So maybe that's a sign of don't use the hards, because the host driver is out. I'm not sure what happened to Books there. He's brought out a safety car, so yeah, I thought maybe he retired in the pits, but as we got a safety car, I'm guessing he couldn't have. Unless the safety car was brought out for Sierra, but I don't think so, because he's still going. But never mind. Lap 12 of Abu Dhabi, only having lost 2 drivers isn't the worst we've ever seen, is it? So, it's like Mario round there, and then Tit Rebels at the back. At the moment, safety car's leading the race. Actually, I think the safety car's had a moment because he stopped on track just after the right-hander that we're about to reach. With Brian. So I think the safety car's... Watch out for the safety car, guys, because he's stopped. Oh, he's going again now. There you go. He was just waiting to pick up the leader. There we go. I honestly... I'm not sure, Reaper. I'm really not sure, mate. I was surprised by that. I didn't see... I mean, maybe it was. Maybe that's the explanation as why Sierra's lost his wing. And he has had to do basically a full lap, so maybe it wasn't that Books was retired in the pits. Maybe he was retired on the pit straight. I'm really not sure, if I'm honest. But Reaper, I've got to say, mate, you shouldn't be talking in the chat while you're driving that safety car around. Alright, so, you know. Driving quite slow at the moment. Come on, lad. Pick it up. Right, so we will reach the halfway point of this race under safety car. But let's hope it's the last safety car of the evening in Tier 2, because we've changed our settings a little bit in the lobbies, and we've been testing them and seeing how they go, and I have to say to you that our first Tier 4 race that we've ever done, we had on one virtual safety car, so we have got a fantastic field on a Tier 4, and that's not to say Tier 2's not, I didn't mean it that way, but it's just obviously different races are different. We've lost Tit Rebel. Tit Rebel's retired under safety car. He was at the back, he was running P15, but obviously his safety car would have got him up to the back. So that's one of the Ferraris gone, with the other one, shall we say the other one under investigation after the race. Potentially means there is a huge opportunity for Aston Martin, who are currently running P1 and P2 again. That's where we started this race, kind of. Gaza was kind of holding up the others. It's enhanced out of spin. No, don't tell him that, Scott. I think he's much more interested in getting to the end of the race, to be honest, buddy. But look at those Haas boys running in P5 and P7. First race of our realistic tier, the Haas finished in P12, which was Khan driving the Haas. I took the time to message him the next day to say he did a great job. Because I have the pleasure of driving that realistic Haas twice a week now. I keep scoring points with it. I don't know how. It's mainly because other people retire. As the great Michael Schumacher said, first you have to finish. Come on, safety car. Come on, Reaper. Don't go for another lap. I don't think you are you? I didn't see the notice, but I think you are coming in because they're backing Brian up. It's one of the things we've had to improve a season, really. It's one of the things that's not been great. I wonder what... It's a funny situation now, isn't it, for Gaza? He don't want to put himself under too much pressure, but at the same time, you don't want to put Brian under pressure, so... Gaza... It's a nice gap to Brian, which means Brian's already got a 2-second lead. But he might be putting himself in jeopardy by doing that. Is that the role you're playing this season, Scott? Is it? You're playing for Steiner or whatever his name is? No, Tit Rebel! Don't use traction control. Turn it off, buddy. Although, actually, traction control is an advantage on this track, so it might have been a good track to leave it on. There aren't many tracks where traction is actually an advantage, but it is here. Can enhance to get Gaza here. That toe doesn't seem to be doing a thing, does it? Is he gonna send it? No, he's thought better of it. I think sensible that from enhanced. To be fair, running in a high position, picking up points for your team. There's no point in sending a stupid one. And look at that. That's why the toe wasn't having any effect, because Gazza's used all completed a full lap. Oh, and he's made a mistake. Oh no, he hasn't made a mistake. That was me glitching again. Me lagging. To the final corner. Oh, there's a sector 3 yellow. I'm looking. It's the other Mercedes. It's Zico. But Black Spartan is out. But that's a different part of the track. But it's a Zico straight into the pits. Black Spartan is just there on the final corner. Ah, what a shame, because the Alpine was running brilliant not so long ago. So... Oh, it's another safety car. I mean... You know this is... Yes, tip. Yeah, freshly accelerated too quick out of bend. No traction control. Equals crash bang wallop. It does indeed. So we're on our third safety car now. One thing we can say, it's not a lobby thing, this glitch. All 3 safety cars have been incidents where people have retired. Now is the opportunity though to pit and stick on fresh mediums to the end. Surely that's what you've got to be doing now. poor Brian keeps building up a gap. Gaza keeps creating a gap, which is a great defence and enhanced, and then has to lose it all again. So frustrating. I wonder, because Gaza might want to pit, so he might actually be deliberately holding him and stuff at the moment, because both Fastons want to pit, they don't want to be double stacking, so it's clever racing. I think from Gaza we're going to see him come into, yeah, he's entered the pits as well. So as long as Brian doesn't have any damage or anything, new set on, off he goes, and then you see Gaza entering, no double stack, perfect pit stops. Off they go again. Who's done what then? So we have had some people stay out. Evan has stayed out in the Ferrari, English has stayed out in the Haas, as is Abby. What's that Abby doing? He's on 8 lap old softs. Excuse me, Gunter. Gunter, can you explain why your driver on 8 lap old softs hasn't pitted on the safety car? The mediums I can kind of understand, because there's still plenty of life in them, but the softs will be basically dead. So Gunter, explain your reasoning for this, please. Or has he gone rogue? I'm not listening to you. So let's have a look back. We haven't looked at the places gained and all that for a while. Where am I? There we go. Position changes. So Evan now running P1 up 16 places. He's now up to his usual spot, but of course his old tyres on. Same for English, up 13 places, but hasn't pitted, so has old tyres. Abby up 5, but he's got old softs on, so I don't know what he's up to. He's just up the 1, but going well on P4. And all of a sudden then, Sarah's now back up to P5. What a dear. And the safety car is in this lap. So Abby is not going to get the option to pit under the safety car, having not done it the first lap. Gunther is saying, Abby, do you copy? I think they got some radio interference. So I can't believe for a second that the right strategy for anyone was to remain out on the tyres they were on. I just don't see it. Now going again. Evan doesn't really catch English. He's got away fine, but English was aware. Abby already falling back behind. He's going to come under so much pressure from Meki straight away. Look at Meki. He's going to be outbraking by a mile. And that is Sarah's on the back. I think I heard some contact there, but I'm not sure who from. A little bit of bumping and scraping there, but nothing serious. Brian. Oh, who's that? That's a Mercedes of enhanced. We are free, side by side. Let's get to that broadcast cam. Great racing. Fantastic racing. A little bit of wheel banging in, but no harm done on it. Stands right now. Oh, Brian would have loved to have been able to put it up the inside of the Haas there, the Alpha there, but just couldn't get close enough. So yeah, so Sarah has gotten ahead of Brian. That's a genuine position change. Sarah's got mediums on that will take him to the end, as is Brian. I question. Oh, we've got a yellow in sector 3. Who was it? Ah! Oh, it was Mario. It's the McLaren of Mario. Both McLaren still in. So the McLaren's on for a good point score. Clappy's just lost a play. Oh, Clappy's in the pits. Oh, that's not good. Just so say McLaren's on for a good point score. One's in for a front wing change. The other's following him in, and it's going to end up stacked. Or just ghosting into the box on top of what... I've never seen that before. It's going to be a long stop in a way. Regardless. And Gaza has also had to pit. He's fallen down now for Aston. So P12. Still plenty of time in this race for it all to change again, mind you. Gotta be honest, sometimes you've got to play the team game, and if I'm Meki in the Alfa Romeo right now, I'd be waving Sira by. No offence to Meki. Meki's a great driver. It's just that Sira is one of them in the league. And I'd be saying, off you go, lad. See if you can do something about the ones ahead that are on older tyres than you. Meki is one of the best drivers in the league. I wouldn't say he's one of the fastest, but I think he's one of the best drivers in the league. He races in another league that I do comms on, and he's always clean as anything. Just exactly the sort of driver we want. So the frustration will be starting to creep in a little bit for Brian, who has still held that position ahead of Enhanced. If he can get his car in between the two Alphas. See, maybe this is the... yeah, I'm thinking now, this is the gamble that Evan and English have taken. That they can create a gap to the Alphas. And by the time that Brian and Enhanced and Zico can actually get past them, as Marsh has to pit in the Red Bull. Yeah, by the time they can actually get past them, the gap's going to be too big for them to chase down. And of course, all this time they're in the dirty air as well. It's not helping the tyres either. Oh, don't give me that camera. BRS open. And this time, Brian can have it done. I think they're going to have to go side by side in the S. Never recommended, but actually Sira holds the position. It might take me words back actually about Meki letting Sira past. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but Sira, you know, again, no offense to Meki, but Sira's probably the stronger one to defend the position. As I say that, Brian. Thinks about coming through. There's a bit of contact. Sends Brian wide. Enhanced is going to try and take advantage of this. And puts his elbows out a little bit to do so. Now Brian's got to run on the outside. Sira leaves him the room. Squeezes him a bit. Oh my word. You've got to think that Brian's going to get this now. He's got the fresher tyres. You have the better grip through the right-hander. So Brian has gotten ahead of Sira, but it's cost him the place to Enhanced doing so. Of course, Brian is running in this tier, so drivers, championship-wise... Oh, what's happened with Brian? He's had a moment. He's ranged in the hairpin, or on the exit of the hairpin. Well, I think he's a bit annoyed with himself, giving the steering wheel a bit of a shake. So Abbey moves up a place ahead of the McLaren. So Abbey now on fresh softs. So he's going to be quick to the end. He's going to be quick. I say to the end, it's going to be quick for the next four laps, 5 laps, and it'll probably even out again. It's the problem with the softs around here, they do not have a long shelf life at all. Zico is within time. Right, Enhanced is already on the leaders. It's not a surprise. His laps are his tyres are 9 laps younger as mediums. And as we know, well, I was going to say he's very quick, but so's Evans, so's English, so's Sira. And Meki is having an outstanding race, so... a quick little look at the penalties. I don't want to keep the penalties up. I prefer not to have them literally stuck there up so everybody can see them. So Brian is in the pits. Brian sustained damage and he's put a set of softs on. He should get out in front of Marsh. He's on his way. Marsh is... Oh, he's had a moment at the penultimate corner, but kept it going. He's recovered it well. And yeah, Brian will be out well ahead of Marsh, so he will have to hunt down Top Gotcha, who's on 4-lap old softs. Oh, that was a good time to turn. So Zico makes the move on Sierra. Both pretty low on energy. And we've got Mucky on the back of English, so Enhanced has gotten past English on the first part of the straight. We could just about see the battle for the lead up the front as well. It looks like a matter of time until Enhanced takes that position off of Lux. With a 9-lap difference in tyres. But Meki is all over the back of English as well. Got some great racing going. Oh my word, what camera angle's that? They're on the corner exit, okay. Just have a look at our comments again. Meki is God, he's doing a great job again. He really is. 7Hey, I'm not sure who 7Hey is, but welcome, thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you're somebody in the server or just somebody that's spectating, but thank you very much. Yeah, fair play, Scott. He's played that role, hasn't he? And he may give English a podium. It's going to be tight. As Meki is coming back at Zico on the second straight. And Zico, you got to let that one go, buddy. Oh no, we weren't on the part of the track that I thought we were. Sorry. I thought we were on the second straight going into the S. That's why I said he needs to let that go, but he didn't. I'll get off of that. You've told me the broadcast camera's better. Enhanced, by the way, has taken the lead of the race, but he's also picked up a penalty in doing so. Assuming, let's just have a quick look, it is a 3 seconds. It's only one penalty higher than 3 seconds, which is Sierra, but as it stands right now, it wouldn't affect his position. He's still on for a strong finish. But Enhanced now has to work on trying to get that gap up to 3 seconds. I don't think he's going to have too much trouble, if I'm honest. As fast as Evan is, his tyre's been 15 laps old, will be not far off being on the cliff now, if I'm honest. And English somehow has gotten back into the 1 second gap to Evan. So maybe English has managed to look after his a little bit better. We're going to have a little bit of a ding-dong. I don't think English is going to be able to get Evan there. He's a bit too far back. Zico, however, on Meki. So these guys are looking like they're going to swap position again. Meki doesn't have any energy, nor does Zico, but he's got the DRS. And he will wave by. Oh, Meki does have a look at defending, but I think better there to try and get a better exit and come back at him. But Zico seems to have got a little power boost. It's English now, really on the back. Oh, he's just run a bit wide into the S's though. Just going to allow Evan to get away a little bit. Sierra picks up another 3 seconds. He's got to be careful. He's fine at the moment, too big to affect his position, but just got to be a bit careful. There's still a possibility of a safety car if something were to happen now. I'm actually quite surprised how many people don't have penalties, because it is an easy track to pick up curb cutting penalties on. And that's Evan in the pits. Evan's in the pits. Surely stick a set of softs on. So, it's just a moment for Brian. I think Evan's going to get out ahead. Oh, I don't know, actually. It's just going to be tight. Evan is just there. There he is. He is going to get out ahead of Brian, but he's just... And Brian is going to get past Evan out on those brand new softs, but Brian's only 2 laps off. Oh, Brian's letting back through again for some reason. If that was to pick up DRS, I don't think you've done it, Brian. If that was the plan. The DRS zone was a bit too much for even Evan. Too weavy happy there. Look at the Mercs. P1 and P2. Enhanced and Zico have played this absolutely perfectly. Pitted at the correct times, as Mario unfortunately has to make another pit stop. One thing for McLaren, boy, they may be running the last 2 positions that are still going, but point is you got both cars finishing and that will pick you up good points in ARC. So Ryan, I mean, this is a championship battle. Evan will be under investigation after the race. Oh no, Brian, no! Oh my word, the Aston is gone. It's a yellow flag. I don't think a safety car can come out. I may be wrong. Oh, he's going to be fuming with himself. Brian is going to be absolutely livid with himself. As Gazza comes past his teammate and thinks, oh no. And what was looking like a huge points gain for Aston Martin now sees their one remaining driver in P9 on 6 lap old softs. There will not be a safety car because no, it couldn't possibly come out. It wouldn't have. It was too late for a safety car. So Mackie. A tiny bit of contact between English and Mackie, but good, tough fighting. Sira picks up another 3 seconds. Now he's definitely in trouble range here of losing a position. He's currently 14 seconds ahead of Evan, who's on brand new fresh soft tyres compared to his 13 lap old mediums. So I think, personally, that's a no-brainer that Evan will make up that time. There was another yellow there, but it's disappeared pretty quickly, so I think that was Marsh. No, not Marsh. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might have been Top Gotcha, but he's going again in a way, so no damage done. And as we follow Mackie, who's doing his best against English, whose time trial here, by the way, is a 1:34.6. Just tells you, to give you an idea of how quick that is. Our fastest guy from last season, Vale, is on a 1:30.0. Sorry, 1:35.0. So yeah, that tells you how quick that is. He's still, he's... Well, look at Sierra having a look at his teammate. Don't do anything silly, Sierra. Don't do anything silly. What is Sierra doing? Well, now he's round, and well, that's insane. I don't understand that. They're round. Not only now are people going by, but obviously he's got the penalty. I don't get that. Yeah, it's not the time to be trying donuts, I don't think. So let's get going again. Right, okay, so well, I shot Sierra down to P8. Well, answers on a postcard on that one. Really, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, Brian. I won't repeat any of that, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. As Meki, is he finally going to get this to stick? He is. And Meki moves into a podium place. Doesn't look like English is going to be able to come back at him. Although he's got a bit of energy, English, so he is. He's going to be on the outside. Oh, Meki's going to try and defend it. Don't put your P4 at risk, Meki. It's not worth it. 3 points difference. I know it's a podium, but it's a 3-point difference between the two places. It's really not worth it. Not worth losing 22 to try and gain the extra 3. Sorry, 25 to try and gain the extra 3. We have a yellow in sector 3. That is the end of the race. Enhanced wins in Abu Dhabi, and his teammate comes across the line in P2. Of course, for the Drivers' Championship, that is a win for Zico. English crosses the line in P3. It was also covering tonight, so that is a P2 for Meki. Provisionally a P3 for Evan, although, as I say, he's under investigation, so that may well change. Top Gotcha then is going to cross the line for a P4. Obviously P6 for the constructor, but I mean for the drivers, P4. Unless that's a cover drive as well. I think it might be actually, because I don't think either Williams driver could make it tonight, so I think that might be a cover as well. Which means Abby's coming across the line in 7th. Fantastic race from Abby. Gaza did the lion's job tonight and did a lot of great defending for Brian. Unfortunately, that great work has led to only one Aston finishing, one in P8. Maybe next time he'll think about his own race. He was doing a great job for Brian. Let's not put, let's not take anything off him. He did a great job for Brian earlier on. Just one of those things, really. He put his own race at risk a little bit by playing the teammate role. But in a way, that's the end of the race. The game has given driver of the day to English. I will confirm in just a moment if I will agree with that. Scott says there's an awkward debrief ahead. Stugs in like what I've said before. Silly moves, no forward thinking. Lux Evans just finally replied to me saying sorry, my phone was dead. So there we go. Andrew's saying great stuff. On the whole, it was a good race. 3 safety cars that we had, guys, were completely genuine safety cars. There was no glitch or anything like that. They were genuine safety cars. People had lost it. There wasn't much in the way of, silly moves or contacts and things like that. There wasn't a lot of that going on. So overall, I think we had a good race there. Just to run down the order before I run out of time: Enhanced, Zico, English. So congratulations to Enhanced on the win, but for the drivers, congratulations to Zico, who will take that. English in P3, Meki P4, Evan P5, Top Gotcha P6, Abby 7, Gaza 8, Marsh 9. Picking up a points again this week is Marsh. Clappy gets the McLaren home in 10. Cyril was a DNF actually. McLaren's Mario finishes in P12 but a lap down. So both McLarens do finish. The fastest lap of the race was Brian's, so that won't be awarded. Fastest lap outside the top 10, but there's only one outside the top 10 finisher, which is Mario. So I'm guessing, does Mario get it? I'm not entirely sure. But it's that end of Tier 2 Abu Dhabi. We have about 36 minutes until Tier 1 starts. basically we got, I'm not entirely sure, I really hope it is. I hope somebody will at least stream it for us, but as it stands right now, our usual streamer commentator isn't available, so yeah, we've not managed to find a cover, so it'd be a real shame if Tier 1 isn't streamed. Yeah, so thank you to everyone who's watched. That was Tier 2 Round 6 Abu Dhabi. We will back. Tier 1 will be up shortly, and I hope we're live. Keep an eye out. Just confirm, just in case they're not, what track we're actually doing next week. Because they won't, obviously, if they're not live, they won't be able to. It's taking me longer than expected. There's something here somewhere. Race calendar, there we go. So after Abu Dhabi is the Circuit of the Americas, USA. Woohoo. I hate that track. Okay, but after that is Jeddah, which is awesome. France is pretty good. Austria's awesome. Hungary's pretty good. Spain, Singapore, Monza, and Netherlands. Anyway, so thank you very much, guys, to everybody who's tuned in. Anybody that watches the stream thereafter, thank you so much. I know the views last week were something like 160 just on Twitch. That's just Twitch, not YouTube and Facebook. So it's great going. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you for Tier 1 in just over half an hour's time.